Hi guys, it's me again, Charles Dorn from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS and AthleticSOS.com. It is software that allows you, if you're trying to get an athletic scholarship, to find all of your opportunities and options so that you can make the best choice for the best fit for you and what you're trying to do in the future. And so in this one, we're going to talk about whether or not you should play with your high school team, or should you play with your travel club team? Should you move over to the travel club program? And this one came also from inside of our system. A parent was asking this because they were saying money's tight right now. And so they were wondering how important it was to play travel club ball. And I will say this, let me start off with this. If you want to play at the collegiate level, you have to, a college coach has to see you compete against other college level players, if that makes sense for you. So if you get that through your high school program, more power to you. I would recommend you, if you're in the, let's say 8th or 9th grade, you're a freshman, maybe even a sophomore, and if you are not playing varsity, well, let's take that back. Let's just say you're an 8th or 9th grader. I would say go ahead and participate with your high school program and play for a local travel club program, which means they may go one state away, not the big programs that go across the country. If you are on varsity, then you've got to, if you're a freshman or sophomore and you're on varsity, then you want to go with the best program you can get on, because you're at a different level than a lot of kids are. So if you're playing varsity level, and I mean a high varsity level, I don't mean you go to some small school with 300 kids in it and everybody plays on every team and everybody's on varsity and you guys, are playing in a smaller level of competition, because that's a little bit different. Do you have the skill set to play at the next level is the best way to look at that. So if you have that and you're at a high level, and you won't have too much of a problem, because if you're playing varsity that early, there's a bunch of club and travel teams that will work with you financially to get things set up. Sometimes the parents can work the tournaments. They have their own tournaments at these clubs, or you can help out with the club or with the travel arrangements or something. You can work something out that you don't have to pay full price if you got that level of talent. So don't be worried about that. Now, let's say you're the varsity, the kingpin on the varsity, right? You're the leader on that team and you're all league and all that and everybody loves you. Yes, obviously you're going to play at the high level at a travel club program. But I want you to go back and work with the kids that are coming up for you at the high school level. So whether you go back just for weight training, or you can make a couple of the practices, whatever you need to do, I want you to come back and show that leadership, because that's huge for you. And I don't care what anyone says, you want to be on the good side of your high school coach if you can help it. Now, if your coach is, I don't know, kind of a jerk, is the best way to put it. And I don't see too many coaches that are like that. I see some of the coaches that are sort of standoffish, but I don't see them being jerks for the most part. But what you want to do is show leadership for them, because that's going to be important for you, because no matter what, that college coach is going to call your high school coach and get some idea of who you are and what you are and what they think of you and how you cooperate, what kind of leadership skills you have, all of that kind of stuff. And you want to have the coach give you a good report, right? So anyway, so that's happening. And they're going to check some other things. So if you do have a adversarial relationship with your coach, don't worry about it. You'll still get there. Your game is going to talk way louder than that coach is. You'll get somewhere. But I just want you guys to keep that in mind. So you want to, if you can, participate with your high school. And I know right now it's a big deal. California didn't used to have this. They do now, where the high school coach can also have their own travel and club team. And that gets a little sticky, because they want you to come play with them, because it makes them money, first of all, but they can also keep you in their system. And that's where I think you want to go the opposite way. In my opinion, I think you want to go and find a separate club program. Unless you really like what that coach is doing, find a separate program so that you can get some other ideas, because your coach is preaching the same thing over and over, and I don't care how good the coach is, they don't know everything. And so you want to get some different opinions, and especially with a high-level travel club program. What you're going to get are people that see the world differently than a high school coach, because they're in a more competitive environment for the most part, for most high schools. And so I always think it's good to go out and get that other feel. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is, if you're playing a certain position at high school, and a lot of times when you're really talented, they'll put you in a position that you would not qualify to play at the collegiate level. I don't care what sport it is, because you're such a good athlete, you're so much more advanced than the other players on the team. They'll put you in a position where you're helping the high school team. Yeah, that's great, and you guys are going to win, but you can't play that position later on. So you want to now go to a travel club program, because over there you can pick your program and say, hey, listen, I want to play at this position because this is where I see myself moving forward. And that's a great opportunity to do that. I'm going to make a separate video for whether you should do training or go play at a travel club program. And I always say, if you're younger, if you're 8th or 9th grader, I would try to do a mixture of things. I would play a local travel club program, and then I would get training. But I want to get really deep into the training thing, because I think that's where a lot of parents and student athletes make a mistake, in my opinion. And so I'm going to make a separate video for that. So trying to go over this, what should you do? I don't want to say it depends, but I want you to start thinking through. Remember, we always talk about, we're trying to position ourselves. What puts us in the best position? So let's say I'm a JV player. I'm a freshman, sophomore, I'm on the JV team. I want to be around my high school coach and show them where I am and that I'm a team player, that I want to move up. What do you need me to do, coach? Let me show you, because they're going to play some games, right? They're going to play some high school tournaments and stuff in the summer. I want to be there and show my growth, but I also need to be able to show growth that they didn't give me, that I surprised them a little bit. So there's always a little gap in between the end of school and before high school starts getting back in and doing their training and stuff like that. I want to be the kid that took that little gap and went in and maybe got some training so that I can get my game up, but I also want to play with some better kids, so I might want to do some travel clubs. So all of that kind of stuff you want to take into consideration. And then the other thing I want to say, a lot of the high schools around here do summer camps for younger kids coming in, and you want to get involved with that. Remember, we talked about on one of my other previous videos that I want you to get your social media up. I want you to get your world up so that you can start creating buzz around who you are as a person. You're going to be building yourself up. So you want to go to those type of programs and take some video of you working out with the younger kids. One of the parents, you guys can go up there, take some video of your kid working out and helping out younger kids. And you want to give back to the community anyway. That's what we're all about overall. But this is a good way for you to get that. So all of that stuff puts you in goodwill with the high school coaches. And a lot of times your head coach won't even be a part of any of this. It'll be the assistant coaches doing a lot of this work. But you're still getting in, and they'll say, hey, you know, this kid's really working hard, really wants to be here. I can see the improvement in them. They got in the weight room, and we've got them on a great program. They're on this diet program. Remember to video all of this stuff and mark all of this stuff down, because you want to save all of that. But you also want to get in good graces with all your high school coaches, but you don't want to make them the dominant factor for you overall. You want to make sure you also go out. I'll also make another video about going to camps. Should you go to a camp? Should you just work out on your own during the summer? All of that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that as we move forward, but I wanted to get this one out on whether do I work with my high school program, do I go with them, or do I go travel club? I would say it depends on, did I just say it depends? Take that out. I think what I want you to do is look at what you're trying to accomplish. And so if you're already varsity and you're high level and all that, you got to go out and play. If you're freshman, sophomore, you want to get in good with the coach, or you're a junior, or you're playing on the team and you're not the highest level player on the team, then you want to go and get some more training and get more competitive and get out there and let coaches see you. But whatever you're going to do, I mean, the college coaches see you, whatever you're going to do, remember, reach out to the college coaches first. If that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to get exposure for yourself, use our software. It's absolutely no cost. I give you the code down below. I give you the instructions on how to use the code. Use our system. Find the schools you qualify for that have your sport at the level you can play and have athletic scholarship opportunities. We've got NCAA Division 1, 2, and 3. We've got the NAIAs, and we have junior colleges. So all of those options are available to you if you want to continue playing on. But you cannot be going to these tournaments and combines and showcases, or even playing with your high school team where some college coaches may be there. You do not want to go to those guys blind. You don't want to go to those events blind. You want those coaches to know who you are, and you want them coming out to see you if that's what you're trying to do. And that's what our software is all about. All right, guys, as always, best of luck to you, whatever your future endeavors are. And if we can help you out in any way, go ahead and email us. I'll put the email. It's info@athleticsos.com. Go ahead and use that, and we'll try to get back to you. We are growing tremendously, so that's why I'm actually starting to love this YouTube thing. YouTube did notify me, you guys, if you could subscribe to us, our channel will grow, and maybe we'll get a chance to monetize. We don't charge you for the software, but it would really help us a lot if we could get some revenue coming in, and so that would help us. So subscribe, hit the like button, all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to be a YouTube guru, so I don't know all the things I need to do, but they did say if you guys subscribe, it would help us out a lot, because we are growing, which is great. And there's a lot of views, I should say, but very few people subscribe. So if you like what we're doing, absolutely go ahead and do that. But also, that information I'm giving you down below with the code and the thing, if you know somebody else that can use it, give it to them too. You don't even have to tell them to watch the videos if you don't want to, but let them know, hey, this software is pretty cool. You probably want to use it too. We're using it and we're getting some great use out of it, because we want you guys to use it. That's why I went to the no-cost program, because I want as many people as possible to use it, and I don't want to wait years and years and years to build up just to get you guys, because we're losing time, right? So anybody that's a senior right now that's in trouble, you guys got to use this software to get yourself out of the situation you're in, find some schools, and then reach out to them the correct way and get them to come see you, or send them some tape or video. We tell you how to do all of that inside the software, and I just think that's important. Don't get caught, don't get stuck. You want to move forward, and if you're a junior, the same thing. You want to make sure you use this summer to get exposure for yourself, but you don't want to wait and hope to be discovered. You want to be proactive, not reactive. All right, talk to you guys later. Best of luck to all of you. Bye.